will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.
FM. We are streaming live on the web. You can also listen to us on the go. Download that Mixler app or listen the old-fashioned way. Turn the dial to 96.3 FM. We are broadcasting live from Jake's Furnishings today. And joining us this morning is Paxton Laura. And good morning, Paxton.
Morning.
And you got your mom with you, Danielle.
Yep.
She's going to help us out here. Now, we're going to talk about some swimming today, but before we get to that, tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, what grade you're in, what school?
Yep. So I'm in 7th grade, and I go to CEL. I've been swimming for about 7 years. I think I started swimming competitively when I was 5. I was able to swim when I was 2. So I do other sports, so
you play
swim,
baseball, football,
yep,
and swimming. So pretty busy around the Laura household year round.
Yep.
And you got a little.
I want to pop over here just a second with this. Oh, there you go. Nice job, Jim. I'm back.
Yeah.
I want to pop over here at the minute you learned to swim at 2. So someone in charge of you just threw you in the water and let you swim? That's my question. We have the parents here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my dad.
So he just tossed you in a pool and you swam out, or what?
Basically.
My parents have a pool, so it was really important for all of us, especially I have 2 other sisters and their kids, so it was really important for all of us to make sure our kids knew how to swim. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of his job. And honestly, he taught all of the kids how to swim. I think my niece and nephews, and it wasn't so much throwing them in the pool, but I mean,
well, that's what I was wondering. He said I learned to swim at 2. I was like, you just pop out there and go, hey, I'm gonna swim for a little bit.
Careful, we're gonna get the authorities called showing up at their house.
I thought maybe Grandpa.
I mean, it worked.
Maybe Grandpa threw him in or something.
No, he didn't.
Okay, just checking. Okay, you can carry on. That's very interesting because these things you can believe or not believe. They say that it's natural that if you someone's in the pool, they can swim.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not much of a swimmer, and I'm in the pool a lot. But
you a floater?
I'm a floater. Yeah, swim like a rock.
Well, you've got some buoyancy. It's tough to keep you down. I understand that part. Yeah.
So.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry. I just thought that was interesting.
So you're in 7th grade, go to Chester East, you play football, baseball, swim. So you guys are pretty busy year-round. You got a little sister. She plays softball and volleyball. And,
Yep.
I'm sure she supports you as your sports as well as you do hers.
Yep, we also show pigs in the summer.
Pigs in the summer. Mm-hmm. Man, there's just
we're busy.
no rest for the wicked there.
Who taught him how to do that?
Well, Grandpa does that. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just checking.
Yep, my sisters and I did that when we were kids. And then he started my, Ryan Fruget is my nephew, and him and Sydney, they started when they were like 4 and 5 years old. So we've been doing that for a handful of years again. So.
Is that something you enjoy?
Yeah, sometimes.
The smell? Ugh.
I don't really smell it anymore.
No, you're used to it? Yeah. A lot of picking up the pig droppings. You got to do all that too, or you just walk them around?
No, I got to do all of it. Feed them, water.
Take care of them.
Well, now, once they get older, we have an automatic water, so we don't got to water them anymore.
Well,
swimming's a little easier, isn't it?
No? I'd rather do pigs than swim the whole time. Swimming's way harder.
Yeah.
Swimming's fun. Okay, carry on.
Yeah, let's talk about your swimming career. You said you started swimming when you were 2. Been swimming for years. Is it something that, I mean, obviously at 2 years old you don't really comprehend, what you like and don't like. But when did you really start taking on swimming and something that you enjoyed and knew that it was something that you were going to want to continue to do?
I think I was around like 6 years old where I was swimming over in the for the college, and I was just like, because I was trying to figure out what other sports I wanted to do, and I'm like, I don't think I could give up swim, so I quit wrestling to stay in swim and baseball. So I think it was like around 6 or 7 years old I figured out that I was pretty good at swim.
Okay. Now you said you started off at the Lincoln College. Unfortunately, the college isn't there anymore. Mm-hmm. So that kind of puts you guys in a little bit of a pickle to find somewhere to swim. Yeah. And that's going to involve a lot of traveling because now you have to go out of town to get with your club that you swim with. Mm-hmm. So where's your club based out of? Is it Springfield?
Decatur.
Oh, Decatur. Okay.
Yeah, I swim at the Y. There's a team over there that we just practice at the Y. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then how many?
Nice Y over there, don't they?
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
And how many days a week do you travel over to Decatur?
Usually I try and go 4 because performance level is 4 days because you get, I'm pretty sure it is Monday and Tuesday, Thursday we do dry land, which is like workout before practice. Wednesday is just performance level, so we do harder stuff on Thursdays. So I try and go 4 days, but now that I've gotten into these Olympic things that I got invited to, I'm trying to at least go 2 days a week because I got baseball and all that other stuff.
Well, talking about how good you are, I'm just going to throw us out there so we can talk about it. You had 4 state championships this year?
Yeah.
4. Let's put those on.
Yeah. Joe, have you ever had a medal? You ever had a medal like this?
I probably had a participation medal.
Well, he's got 4 golds there.
Hold them.
There you go.
Hold him. You might not get these back.
So you were the state champion in the 50 fly, the 100 breast, the 50 breast, and the 200 intermediate.
I am.
And
individual medley.
I was going to say, what's that?
You got to remember who you're talking to.
Yeah. Well, Paxton, explain what an IM is.
Yes.
So an IM, the 200 IM would be like 200 yards, which is, if I would go down and back for the 200, it's a 50 fly. Then I would go once I touch back on the same wall that I came off of, I go backstroke, and then I do a 50 of that, and then a 50 of breaststroke, and then a 50 of free.
So it's all the strokes.
Did you just say 200 yards
200 yards. Mm-hmm.
in one swim?
Yep.
He wants to go back through that again?
I mean, I'm thinking 200 yards. That's 2 football fields of swimming. I can't walk 2 football fields. I mean, that's impressive. Yeah. And that takes a lot of endurance, doesn't it? I mean, as far as your stamina and all that.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. The 200s are tough.
Yeah.
The 200s.
And some people, when they get older, probably me next year, because I won't be able to swim 50s anymore. I'll have to swim 100s and 200s. So probably have to swim. Coach will probably put me in the 200 fly, which will be really hard.
Now, what's your, let me find the terminology here. What's your favorite?
Stroke.
Yeah.
That's what we like about you.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
I was going to say it. What's your favorite stroke?
Yeah, I'd probably say fly because it's the hardest. Not a lot of people are good at fly, so it kind of gives me a better chance of winning.
Okay, now explain fly.
Fly.
Like this.
Okay, yeah. Michael Phelps type stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got into this. Well, there's a new stroke, not like new, but like breaststroke. It's like this. I really haven't liked it until one day I figured out, like, I've always known how to swim it, but never fast.
Wasn't very good at it.
Yeah, one day, at one meet, just randomly went really fast time, got the Nats cut.
Your state cut.
No, was it then?
For your junior nationals.
Yeah. Got that cut. So I just figured out that I was good at breast.
Now you like it.
Yeah, I mean, let's try it out and we win. So might as well stick with it.
Yeah.
So I want you to stop out sometime and teach me how to do that.
What's your favorite stroke, Joe?
I think I'm a freestyle guy.
Freestyle?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You dog paddle for a little bit, then you swim a little bit, then you go underwater for a little bit. And I'm doing like 10-yard things. You know what I mean? So
My favorite one is probably on a raft with a beverage and just doing this.
Yeah. And we see that.
Yeah.
I want you to come out and teach me how to do. I still haven't figured out how to get to that wall and make that quick turn, push off, and go.
Yeah.
I still haven't figured it out to make it.
It takes time.
You've been
We do it
practicing?
over and over
You've been
again.
practicing it?
I do it every summer.
Oh.
But it's like when I try that, and and I pull it off. I've fought so much to get there that I need to come up for air.
Well, I want to. We got to film this. I didn't know you were actually training for the Olympics out there at your house.
Swim twice a day at my house.
Oh.
In the summer. I mean,
It's good exercise.
Yeah.
oh, I love it.
People think, and that's the one thing, we talk about as, parents on this, like swim parents and coaches, is people think swimming's just fun. You know what I mean? They just think these kids are just, hanging out in a pool. And
Oh, it's painful.
it's work. I mean, it is work. I have a video of him, I think, getting out of the pool after that 200 IM, and he couldn't even get out. He couldn't even get out because
I had my coach. So my coach broke her foot. So she's on like a wheel thing.
Her knee scooter. She's on a knee scooter.
Those are
coaching.
tough. Anyway,
She's coaching. So I'm like laying in the pool, and she like comes over there and like lifts me up out of the pool and like puts me on her scooter to roll me over to the podium. So
Yeah, it's work.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
you'll have to hire a masseuse and everything.
We've got a massage gun. We've got we go see Dr. Karen for a chiropractor, and she gets him back in the line.
after one of I forget what's the event that I was swimming, but one of my teammates, she I swam and I forgot to take my inhaler before I swam. She gave me hers, so it's kind of like I need a little help here. And
Yeah, they're longer races, and he's 12, so 12 and unders can swim 50s of all their strokes, and then after when they turn 13, you can't swim anything but a 50 free anymore. So like it's all, further yards.
It's very impressive.
That is. Well, let's talk about the ultimate end goal here. Now, we talked with your mom before we went on air about, Lincoln doesn't have a swim team anymore because we don't have the facilities, but you're able to continue, competing against high school kids for that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, basically, what was your question again?
Well, I don't know if
he's very confusing.
Yeah. Well, because Lincoln High School doesn't necessarily. I mean, they've had a few male swimmers in the last couple of years. I'm not even sure if they even had anybody this year.
Used to have the Gators, right?
Well,
yeah.
So when he first started, the Gators turned into Aqualinks, is what they had called it, out of the college. And Mike Block and his dad helped coach, and Amber Jordan had been a big, and Jonathan, the swim coach that was out there at the time, they had a big part in that. Amber had taught him swim lessons, and he did a little diving there for a little bit when she was teaching him how to do that. But when we moved over to Decatur, and they're actually the Gators, that's the Decatur YMCA is the Gators team too. But our coach, what she's done for our local the other local Decatur kids, like for Mount Zion and Murrow Forsyth, is she signs up as a volunteer swim coach for them, and so she's able to take them to sectionals so that they can still compete for their high school and in the state series of swim, which is kind of nice. So they can still participate and practice as a team with the Gators at the Y, but they still then have the opportunity to still maybe bring home some hardware for their school. Or
so you can still represent Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously right now Chester East, and here in a couple years he'd be at the high school.
Yeah.
And able to do that. So that's a good opportunity, and something that it's nice for them to allow you to do.
Yeah.
So
you were recently invited to be on Team Illinois.
Yep.
Tell us about that.
So what they're doing now is so I get invited to this thing. I'm one out of 12-year-olds in the whole state of Illinois that got invited to this, basically this team. It's like a big team, so all of us are representing like Illinois. So we go up to IUPUI, which is in Indiana.
We know about it. We have pictures.
Go up there. We swim there against Team Indiana. So it's Illinois against Team Indiana, against Team Gulf, which is like, I'm pretty sure it's like the Gulf of Florida, like
I'm not real sure. Yeah, there were 3 teams, and those were the 3 that will compete, and then me. It's called Duel in the Pool.
It's a great name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'll go compete over there. I think we have a team training before.
Mm-hmm. They'll travel as a team, so there'll be like a place where we have to take him, and they are responsible. He has to stay with the team throughout the whole time. They'll leave like Wednesday or Thursday of that weekend, and then they get over there, and they'll have like a team meeting, and they'll have dinner and whatever, and a practice, and then they'll swim Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, and then when is that?
That's coming up that last weekend of May, first weekend of June.
Okay, so like June coming up here pretty quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I did get invited to this Olympic training camp. It's called Project LA. Mm-hmm. So in 4 years, the next Olympic is at LA.
In Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, yeah. So basically they're doing this camp, which is like an old Olympic coach is teaching it. And I'm pretty sure it might be the same group of swimmers, the same 12 swimmers.
Possibly, yeah. It just depends on who accepted the invitation.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, one of 12-year-old boys who was invited to this from Illinois. So I think it's like a pathway for the 2028 Olympics. So they've got like a a pathway the next 4 years for these kids to try to make it, to try to get these kids from Illinois onto the Olympic swim team, basically.
It's awesome.
So that, I mean, that's 4 years away. You'll be a junior in high school. And so is that, obviously that's an ultimate goal to make the Olympics. And, you know, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, being a kid from Central Illinois where swimming in this area isn't, you know, huge.
No.
It's not, you know, something that, you know, we're familiar with, obviously. But that's pretty impressive, you know, that for him to get invited to that camp and you know. Yeah,
it was really exciting. And I think it offers some opportunities for his coach too, like if she wants to go, and which is awesome, you know. Yeah, I mean, it was a surprise to us. I mean, that wasn't something we even knew kind of really existed, but that just came through like within the last week. We just got that invitation, so that was pretty exciting.
Is this something that you'll need to go out and get maybe some sponsors, or is this all paid for? Because I mean, you make a trip like that. Yeah, it's not cheap.
No, there is some cost to the family. It's not huge. It's not a huge cost right now. I think Team Illinois covers most of that, but they put them up in a hotel. They'll put them up in a hotel for the camp. They'll put them up in the hotel for the meet. So yeah, I don't know. It's all new to us too. Like I got the email and I'm like taking a picture of it. I'm like, what is this?
Is this spam?
Yeah. Well, I talked with Jim about it, and he said once you make the Olympic team, that the show will pay for you a tattoo of cheap seats on your back.
Permanent. So, and we'll travel with you.
Yeah. I mean, and that's for free.
All right.
And Joe will be in the pool with you with a GoPro.
Paxton can teach him how to get his turns on the wall.
I gotta get those turns down. It feels so much better if I could turn.
Boy, I just keep picturing you working on
I've almost drowned
in your pool by yourself working on turns.
I do it all the time. I'm out there tanning, can't you tell?
Oh, boy. But yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. No. Pax and I have a lot in common. We're both swimmers.
Yeah.
One a little better than the other one. It's all right.
Well, maybe we'll have you. We'll invite Paxton out to your house, and we'll all work on our turns. And
Chloe's coming on next, and we'll challenge you two to a one-on-one tournament.
She can probably swim too. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, are you in a sport right now?
Yeah, baseball.
Baseball?
Yeah, I have a baseball game on Sunday, but our baseball game yesterday got canceled because they had too much rain.
Yeah. So he's on a traveling baseball too?
Yeah, he plays for the Splitters here in town.
Okay. Jeez.
We try to keep that one local so we don't have to travel for too many other things.
Yeah, that's crazy. Remember those days, you know, Joe, you remember back when your kids were little, you're like, man, I can't wait till this is over. We're never home. We're always doing something. And then when it's over, you're just like,
yeah, what do you do?
Yeah. So enjoy it now.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of rough. You got two kids going, but you know, once it's over, then it'll just be you and Ish sitting around looking at each other. Well, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Well,
you'll find something to do.
Yeah.
So. It was like my parents. I feel like then I was coaching, and then they just started coming to all my coaching things because they didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah. All right.
I know. Yeah, we enjoy it. We do enjoy it. We travel quite a bit for swim. We get some home meets, you know, in Decatur, and we swim in Springfield and Bloomington, but we do travel to Indianapolis and Indiana is big for swimming. Like they have pretty much at a lot of all their high schools, they have beautiful facilities with amazing swimming pools. Why, I have no idea, but they are nice. And some of them way nicer than some colleges and university pools. I mean, they're cool. Beautiful facilities. So we do travel over there quite a bit. So we just manage. I mean, we just learn. We both, you know, Ish and I both work, and we're busy with that, and we just manage our time, and you know, we fill the rest of our time with our kids' activities. It's just what we do. So,
what's your best time?
I
mean, just on.
I would probably say my 50 fly, because I mean I wanted to stay 50 fly.
What's your time?
I think I go 27 low. I think it's a 27 low, so pretty sure that's my time.
Now, where does that rank among like other kids in his age group, and obviously he's going to improve that time as he gets bigger and stronger. Where does he rank as far as that? Do you know that? I mean, obviously you rank pretty high.
I want to say he's top 10 in Illinois in the 50 fly. And see, I think that's what they also went off of to invite him to these things. Is what helps Paxton is he's a July birthday, so he doesn't turn 13. He's a young 7th grader, and he doesn't turn 13 till July. So he gets like that extra swim time. So a lot of the kids that he was even just swimming with at state in March have turned 13. You know, one of his buddies, Eli, that he swims against from Springfield, turned 13 the week after state. You know, so like they're now having to swim and as you get older, those times get faster. Right. You know, so now that he's still 12, he gets to kind of stay in that. So he is like the fastest 12-year-old that's left, you know, swimming those things.
Now, do you practice on? I know you said after, you know, when you turn 13, you can't do the 50 anymore. Do you still practice like that longer distance just to kind of build up your stamina and then see?
Yeah, at practice we do a lot of different things. One day we might do a 200 pace set. So based on your 200 time, you have to do a 50 in this amount of seconds or whatever. Or we'll do short sprints. We'll do like 25s, and you have to get it like 12 seconds less than that every time. So it's just kind of based on the day is what we do. We'll do for like the longer swimmers that swim the 500 and stuff like that. I mean, it helps me out. The 500 pace sets help me out because I need to get used to swimming longer distance.
That's something that it's probably working on your pace. You know, you can't go out and just like a 50, you go out and it's go.
And Paxton operates on go. Like he is short distances were his thing, and when they started putting him in some longer ones, that was a struggle for him because he can get in the pool and he can just swim as fast, so pacing himself was an issue.
Yeah, I have one of my buddies at swim. He's, I don't know, maybe like this tall. He's a really good long distance swimmer. At practice we were doing it was at a state, I think. He was swimming the 500, literally got the exact same time every 50.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Just really good, yeah. Especially when you can't see the clock.
Yeah.
You can't be wasting time on those turns either.
No, they gotta be quick.
You gotta get those turns. You gotta flip, kick, and go.
Yep.
And do this.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
See,
what do you gotta do again?
like a dolphin, you know?
That's it. I was like, there's a name for that.
Yeah. What's it called?
Dolphin kick.
Yes. See? Watch a lot of Olympics.
Call it the Kirby kick.
Yeah. Can't do it.
He can demonstrate out of water.
Yeah. Can make the noises, the dolphin noises.
The best place for you is to stay out of the water.
Yeah, I'm going to agree. Who wins in a race, you or your dad?
Me.
Yeah. Well, he's giving you a look.
Yeah.
No way.
Who's going to win in a wrestling match?
Oh, that's a tight one.
Oh.
Paxton's been giving him a run for his money.
Scrappy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We know.
He could if he actually tried, he could probably put me in it.
He just didn't want to hurt you because
he is a black belt.
You know, you make it to the Olympics, you know, that's basically their retirement, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, that's awesome. Well, Paxton, we enjoyed having you here today.
Thank you.
We got a phone caller.
We got a call?
Yeah.
Maybe. Man, we don't have many of these. All right, good morning. Who are we talking to this morning?
Well, I'm Paxton's grandpa.
You knew your proud grandpa was going to call.
Tell us a little bit about this young man.
I want to congratulate Paxton for all these medals this year and all his accomplishments. And I'd like to say Logan County has been a highlight of Patty and my during the winter with all the excitement of all the athletes this year. It's a total excitement.
Yeah, sounds like, you know, Danielle and Ish, they raised a fine young man, and he's got a good head on his shoulders and a bright future.
Yes, I agree with that, and he's a real competitive person, and I know he's going to do real well in the future.
Absolutely. It's pretty exciting, to see him get invited to all these things, and the future's pretty bright for him.
Yes.
Now, can you swim, Grandpa?
Well, thank you, and tell everybody congratulations.
All right.
You got it.
Thanks for the call.
All right. Thank you very much.
Well, Paxton, any final words you want to throw out there? Any shout-outs? I know Mom and Dad, that's a huge shout-out there for, hauling you all over the place.
Yeah, friends for supporting me and my team pretty much.
Coaches.
Yeah.
Coaches.
All my coaches, team, so.
All right. Well, good luck. Stay in touch. We're going to be following this journey. I know you got here in about a month and a half or so. It's a big one. And here in 4 years, I better see you in L.A.
All right.
Live.
I'll work on it.
Work on it. That's,
It's a cheap seat trick.
Yep, and
trip.
then we'll
be going.
Yeah.
We'll get that tattoo scheduled. So when you're swimming, it'll say cheap seats on your back.
We have to have parental permission, but we'll get that.
Yeah.
So you're all right.
That's no big deal. All right, Paxton. Good luck in the future, and stay in touch. And we'll talk to you down the road.
All right.
All right. We're going to take a commercial break. We come back. We'll have more here on the cheap seats. WLCN 96.3 FM.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
This is Chloe Froby from the 2024 Lady Railers State Champion Basketball Team, and you're listening to Cheap Seats on WLCN.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats on WLCN 96.3 FM, broadcasting live from Jake's Furnishings. And joining us now, Joe, Miss Illinois basketball, Chloe Froby. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
That's a big deal. And, I mean, let's be honest. We knew you were going to win it. I mean, it had to be a landslide vote, right?
Well, hopefully. You never know how those Chicago schools are up there going to vote. But.
You're right. And being a Central Illinois, native, and, you don't see that a lot. You're right. It is a lot of the Chicago schools. But, when you stand out and have the career and the season that you did, I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, Miss Illinois basketball, hands down. And when was this announced? Just a few days ago? And how did they call you, send you a note? How did you find out?
Yeah, well, actually, I found out from Coach Rohr. She knew, so we found out yesterday, but she actually knew the day before, and she had to keep it a secret till the Chicago Tribune released it. And so it was before Early Bird. I was shooting with some of the guys on the guns, and she came in and she was like, you need to come over here. I have something to tell you. And I was like, oh shoot, did I forget? Did I have a meeting this morning or something? I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh no, what'd I forget? And she just told me that I won, and she started hugging me and stuff, and she was just so excited. So it was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. And, obviously going to the next level to Colorado State, and, now you'll be known as Miss Illinois basketball in Colorado, and it's pretty good for that program to get the top girl from Illinois to go to that college. What just kind of, we go all over the place here. What drew you to Colorado State?
It was really, it's a beautiful campus. The mountains are right there in the back. Great facilities. They just got an updated locker room that's state of the art. It's incredible. But I think the major factor was just the coaches and the girls on the team, and I've talked to some great coaches and I had some great offers that I was really considering, but I think these coaches just really stuck out. A lot of coaches, you'll start to realize, feel like it's like a business, it's a true business in college, and I kind of wanted someone that was more like a family and that could feel like home, considering I would be 14 hours away from home. Yeah, and I've kind of grown up with that type of affection in our house, just support each other, and so I really like that. Those coaches were like that, very understanding. If they were if you have to leave for something, you can do that. We understand, as long as you come back as quick as you can, all those sorts of things. So they were really
Getting
nice.
Laundry done isn't one of those.
Oh no! Like my siblings, and they would come home to just bring home their laundry. I won't be able to do that.
They say it's 14 hours away, so that's some distance. Mom and Dad, they'll probably struggle with that a little bit, being so far away. And were you wanting to go somewhere further away, or just whatever opportunity that fit you best? I mean, obviously you could have stayed closer, but this is just the prime, choice.
Yeah. I was actually between this one and a school that was really close, but I think the ultimate factor was I kind of wanted to get out and go try and create a name for myself somewhere else, and just see if I was able to do that. And not many people have the opportunity to get out of Illinois and to go live in a different place in a beautiful environment, and so I thought it would be a cool experience to have.
Well,
go ahead.
No, I wanted. Is it? I could be confused here, but is Colorado State getting you and the number 2 second runner-up or something in state?
There's another girl from Illinois. Her name's Brooke Carlson. She was actually on the list for Miss Basketball as well, so she's really good. There's another freshman who's ranked number 2 in Nebraska, I think, that's coming in. So we have a pretty good freshman class that's going to be coming in.
It's very impressive they're recruiting in Illinois.
Yeah.
Yes, one of their big recruiters was from the Midwest, so she said she liked to recruit Midwest girls, and unfortunately she left. She got a head coaching job at William Jewell, but she was a big factor in my decision.
Well, as you talk about the schools that you had offers from, and as we all know that you're a great athlete, everyone knows that, but you also are a pretty good student. And as we won't say anything, but yes, a pretty good student. Did you go to Harvard and look around? Didn't Harvard recruit you?
Yes. So the Harvard coaching staff changed, and so I talked to both of them a little bit, and I was planning to go out there, but it was during dead week, and so like those plans kind of fell through. We never were able to really get back out there. We did visit Columbia though, and that was really cool, and just some other schools out there. Northwestern's a very great academic school. Visited there. That was a top school, but I think it came down to I have worked so hard in high school for my academics and everything, and I think I just wanted a little bit of just to breathe a little bit in college and not have that stress on top of basketball, because I know it was going to be it's a huge step up, and I wanted to be able to focus more on basketball a little bit.
So which one of your parents were helping you at home with homework? Boy, look at them both. Look to see who's going to get the nod.
Well, I send my papers to them. They always usually check over my English. Yeah, they proofread. They're good at that, but I don't think they can do any calculus.
Now, women's basketball, college basketball, it's changed over the years. And this year, with Iowa, South Carolina, UConn, it's really good basketball, and it's fun to watch. I found myself watching that before I was watching the men's. Is that something that obviously you follow up on, and women's, it's really changed, and it's really growing in popular, it's more popular, and it's getting up there.
Yeah, I think it's really awesome to have those girls right in front of me, just bringing so much light upon women's sports in college and in general. And so to just be stepping into an environment that's growing is so beneficial to me, just because we're going to have all these viewers already tuning in, and they kind of did the hard part, and I'm going to be able to follow in their footsteps, and it's already going to be there. So hopefully I can add on to that and keep it going.
So you'll be a Ram, but you're going to keep the same green colors, right?
Yes, that is very exciting. I did really like their school colors, so that was a big factor too.
Now, we got to talk about, with the way college has changed with portals, NILs. Does any of that factor into you? I mean, you get about, $2 million a year?
I don't know about that.
I mean, Illinois basketball, that's got to jump it up, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I tried to stay away from that. I didn't want it to be detrimental in deciding my...
Great word. When you use it correctly, it's a great word.
I told you she was smart.
She is.
In choosing my decision, so I kind of let that aspect go to my parents, and so they kind of deal with that more, but it is a big thing in college sports. I mean, it's nice. One aspect was nice knowing that if it doesn't work out, if I miss home, if I want to come back home, that transfer portal is always there for me. And so I think that kind of eased a little bit of the stress of the decision, because I do have that benefit there for me if I ever need to. I hope I don't need to, and I don't plan on it, but I know that it's always there.
Well, I know in the past, back in our day, when you follow college basketball, you get to not necessarily build relationships with the players, but you follow them for 4 years. Now it's year in, year out. It's a whole different team. For Illinois, for example, they're bringing in a whole new, squad, and with people departing, graduating, and entering the portal, it's hard to really attach to a college team unless you're invested in it. Is that something that you kind of want to obviously see how it goes, but stick around at Colorado State for 4 years and build that relationship with your fans and your coaching staff and fellow teammates.
Yeah, and obviously, like you've seen at the high school, I'm big on like chemistry and just having that flow on the court with girls that you've played with forever. And so going into Colorado State, I have no plans of entering the transfer portal just because I want to build that connection with those girls, those same girls, and I want to show that sticking together as a team is a major factor in winning, and it can lead to winning. And I think that it's very important to have that chemistry on the court and to play with the same type of girls for 4 years in a row, just grow that connection and see what that can do.
I understand you're doing some new training now. You have a new trainer that's working with you a little bit. How's that going?
Yes, I have a new workout trainer, yes. She's also my English teacher, so that's nice. But she does make my legs not feel very good.
Now, are you very good?
That's what I heard.
Do you know are you a good swimmer?
No.
Okay, well, Joe will teach you how to.
I'm going to learn how to turn
in the pool and do the dolphin kick.
Okay, yeah.
So
Maybe
show them again how that dolphin kick works.
Well, you come in.
Oh, okay. I know how to do the doggy paddle.
Doggy paddle? Yeah,
Yes.
me too.
I can do that.
Yeah.
That's
All
about
you
it.
really need to do is be able to float. You'll float.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
float.
So tell us a little bit, kind of backtracking about Colorado State as far as their program and how successful they've been and what direction they're going in. I mean, at what conference are they? The
Mountain West.
Mountain West, okay.
Yes. So that's a growing conference too. I think there's a lot going on with like the Pac-12, like kind of
splitting out.
Yeah, splitting out. And so they're trying to figure out like what's going on over there. I think a few schools that were left from the Pac-12 are going to be playing in football, at least the Mountain West teams, and then they're going to, my dad knows more about it, I think they're going to combine as one. I'm not sure, something like that, but it is a growing conference. I mean, it's a great conference, and I don't think people around here can see that as much as it is over there. But I mean, we have San Diego State, who did great in the boys team. We had 6 of our boys teams make the NCAA tournament, which was right up there with the Big Ten. So that was incredible. I think that the girls' side is the competition level is high. I mean, you never know what team's going to win. There's not like a dominant team. It's very spread out, and so I'm excited to see that level of competition.
Well, you were just named, obviously, Miss Basketball for the state of Illinois. What goes along with that? What do you know? Like, do you have a big banquet and all this stuff that goes on?
Yeah, I think there's like a luncheon on May 4th, and I think it'll be nice because Coach Roy will also be there. It's like the IBCA, like it'll be like the coaches banquet and all that. I'm not really sure about that, but what was really nice was for the Gatorade Player of the Year, I was able to donate $1,000 to the YMCA in town in Lincoln to just hopefully give back to the younger generations and encourage them to start young and get playing.
When did that happen? Have you done that yet?
The donation?
Yes.
Yes, I submitted a grant for it, and so now we're just waiting, I think, for like everything to get processed and all.
Right. Get the big check and then hand it to them.
I don't know. I don't know
if we want to see that.
I don't know. I think that's still in the works. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, we're going to get a big check.
I've got a big check in my office. You can write on it and use because I was going to say we need to have something. I'm on the board. We need to have have you come to a meeting and present all that stuff.
Yeah. Well,
very cool.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I was excited about that.
And we haven't really talked about what do you want to be when you've graduated from 6-8 years of school.
Yeah, well, it's still up in the air a little bit, but I was planning on majoring in political science just to, I'm really looking at law school and all the sort of things that go into that. But
politics?
I don't know if I want to go that route.
You've made a name for yourself in Illinois. You go out there and make a name for yourself in Colorado, and let's get involved in politics. There you go. We're all vote.
That's kind of, lawyer sounds better.
I don't know.
You're probably going to need one of these days.
Thank Thank you.
Well, we all might, but
I like the political side, don't you think? Senator Froby.
yeah,
Does it have a ring to it?
got a good ring to it. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see where it takes
We'll
us.
see. That's fine. Now, when your brother was on, he said that the days of the beatings that he was taking at home are over with. Remember that line he said? That was funny.
The little brother,
Cruz?
Yes,
yeah.
Cruz said.
Oh, I don't know about that. We were just outside playing horse yesterday, but we'll be back a lot. I don't think they're over, and he's still got to beat my dad. So.
Well, I would say that every once in a while, just to boost his confidence, you let him win, so he can say
He does not need a confidence boost. He's got all of it, the confidence in the world.
He's a funny man. I'll tell you that.
He's definitely like a little man.
So you're obviously a senior. You've only got, what, 3 or 4 weeks left of school?
Yeah, I think I have 10 days that I'll actually be in school left. So.
Wow.
10 days?
10 days.
You won't do a thing.
Well, that's what I hope, but we're still doing stuff.
She still has to go to school.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, don't they know you're Miss Illinois basketball? If you don't want to go to school, you don't have to. I mean,
I don't know about that.
But 10 days left. A lot of things are going to happen here in the next couple weeks. You got prom coming up, graduation. Do you keep in contact with your coaches at Colorado State? Do they put you on some kind of training, schedule?
Yeah. So on top of my new training coach,
Michelle Ryan.
Yeah, Michelle Ryan, Mrs. Ryan. I have a app on my phone that has, from our trainer at CSU, that has workouts that I can complete each day.
We've got a caller on the air. That's what they were telling you. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, Chloe. This is Diana Hightower calling you from Dallas. Hope you're doing well.
Hi.
My question for you is, I know that you and the team were very focused on practices and games, but one thing that I had noticed through the season with WLCN broadcasting every single game, both home and away, and a huge shout out to the sponsors for doing that for both the girls and the boys, I noticed the people following you all and cheering for you and getting involved started growing, not only in the city of Lincoln, but across the country as people were able to watch the games live. And I guess I have 2 questions about that. Number one, was the team aware of that, and how did that inspire you guys? And the second question is, what would you say to the sponsors and things going forward for women's basketball to be able to continue to do that year after year and put additional focus on the girls' sports as they can see things live and building our community spirit?
Yeah, during the season we did know that our following was growing. I mean, a lot of us do have Facebook, so we were able to see all of the places that everyone was commenting where they were from, which was really cool. It was really cool to see people from all across the country, even some in different countries across the globe. It was really cool, and it really did inspire us to just keep working hard. We didn't want to let anybody down, and we wanted to bring that state championship to this community, and we realized that it was far beyond this community. It was growing across the states, which was really cool to see. I would just tell everybody to keep watching the girls' sports. I mean, we have a great class coming up. I know we graduated all starters, but our JV team was not one to mess with. They were undefeated last year as well, and so that was really cool, and I think that women's sports is growing, and I think that if you're not watching now, I think you should start watching, because it's really fascinating to see, and I think it's just a great sport to watch. So I encourage everyone to continue to watch and continue to come. If you can come in person, I think that would be really awesome. I know the girls would love a big crowd, but if you can't, watch it online. We feel that support. We know that you're there, and we do it for ourselves, but we do it for you guys too. And I think that it's really important just to keep watching the girls and to keep supporting Lincoln Community High School and all athletics that we have, because we put in a lot of hard work, and to see you guys there supporting us lets us know that it's all worth it.
Okay.
Hello.
She hung up on me.
I am congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's one thing that, credit to Jim and Lloyd and your mom for broadcasting. The viewers on YouTube were just crazy. I would turn it on and there'd be 1,500 people watching. And obviously you'd rather have them in the gym, but, a lot of people, like you said, out of town, out of country, out of state, and that's just a good way for them to watch the games. And hopefully that continues, Obviously you guys had a great run, state champs, and the younger girls see that, so that builds a fire in them. And hopefully we can, keep building on this and keep it going.
Yeah, I think it's really cool what you guys have done, and what the sponsors have allowed us to do is broadcast all of the games online.
Yeah. And sponsors are key, without them, because to do those games, it's not cheap. And, we've got 4 people involved to broadcast a game. And, it's not a cheap thing for sponsors to step up like they did for boys and girls in Logan County. That's a testament to them on, their sponsorship and how they feel towards, Lincoln High School sports.
Yeah, their commitment to helping us, helping encourage the high school and all athletics is really cool. And just one thing that I noticed was just like sophomore year, when they would broadcast some games, it was the viewership was like lower always, but it was like as like junior year it got more, senior year even higher viewers. So it was like really cool to just see that fellowship grow, and just to see how more and more people were tuned in
and
each
how
year.
it brought the community together. I mean, it was all of us talked about. Everyone was.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Lady Railer basketball.
Yeah, Redbird Arena was packed. I mean, I don't think there's anybody left in Lincoln. I mean, that place, we thought, playing Glenwood in the championship that, it was going to be full, but we had so many more fans than Glenwood did. It was just, it was great. And then the atmosphere, obviously you guys gave them something to cheer about from the get-go. So there was never on that edge of the seat, like there was no doubt about it that you guys were going to win it. But the support from the community was just, fantastic. And it was, some of those fans didn't go to a game all year, but now, they're wanting to see a piece of history, and you guys gave them what they wanted.
Yeah, it was definitely insane to come out, and we figured the bottom bowl would be pretty full, but to see that top row filled was insane. It was crazy, just the fact that people were willing to sit that high up just to be there, just to experience.
Well, not willing, forced.
Okay.
I mean, if you weren't there 2 hours before game time, you're going to go set up where I was at. Yep. And, I had to stop twice to catch my breath because I was so far up there. But, it was fun to watch, and everybody wanted to see it. They wanted to be there live, and well worth it.
Yeah, it was almost like going to Redbird so often. It was almost like we won that state championship on a home floor, on home court, almost like the Arizona Cardinals won their NFL, the first NFL Super Bowl at their home field.
Boy, that was a jab at me.
Yeah, good one. Very good.
I get 2 donuts now.
You can have the whole box. That was a pretty good punch.
That was good.
That should have happened too. Fish
should have.
Yeah, but it always does.
Oh yeah. Blame it on the refs.
When did you get over your nervousness of all this? Because you seem to accept this responsibility, because you start the accolades, and then pretty soon you got to feel the pressure of that, and that everyone's watching you and this and that, and you never showed any of that with your teammates. I have to say, from watching it, there was none of that, and the pressure then of walking on that court and people expecting you to be this Miss Illinois basketball, and you handled all of it so well. When did you lose all your nerves, or like, boy, I'm nervous? Or did you still feel a championship game?
I think just with the support that I have around me, with my family always there to encourage me, and my coach is always there believing in me, I kind of had that confidence in myself because I had all these people believing in me. And another factor was I knew that my teammates were always looking to me to see how the game would go, and if I showed I was nervous, then I knew that it would not be good for the team. To be that leader, to show them that it's this is our game. I had to make sure that I was not nervous so that they wouldn't be nervous, and so I knew that how I went, the team would go, and so I had to ensure that I was always calm, collected, and ready to play that. So when we went out, I had my teammates there with me, and they were always there. They were always there.
There was probably more nerves at home than on the court. I'm sure Mom and Dad, pretty nervous, as well as the other parents, and just because they want that success for their kids, and they want to see it. They want you guys to be a part of it, and for you to how you handled yourself on the court, that's just amazing, because there was ups and downs this year. I know early in the season you had a little bit of an injury. You fought through that, and just kept pursuing the ultimate goal, and that was the goal from the get-go, and to achieve that and not to lose a game, that's not easy to do. I mean, that's a tough task to pull off, especially when some of the competition that you guys played throughout the year, there weren't easy games. You had O'Fallon, Alton, Peoria Central, teams like that, Notre Dame. Yeah, there was some nerves there at halftime, right?
Were you nervous at halftime at that game?
You guys were down 15. I'm like, what is going on? But I still didn't have any doubt because I knew what type of team you guys had, and obviously you came back and won it. But at halftime, you had to kind of be thinking in the back of your head, like, oh boy.
Honestly, it was more in the first quarter. We were trying this new defense, and so going in, I kind of was a little skeptical of this, but once I saw it, I was like, oh crap, something's got to change, something's got to
throw that defense out. We're going back to what we know.
Yeah, and so, but going into halftime, I think we're only down by like 8 or something, and I could see us coming back. I was pretty calm. I knew that we would come back. We always have little runs here and there, and so I knew that the second half we would have that.
And it's probably so wrong of me, but me watching it, I was like, they needed this. They needed this. I mean, whether you win or lose that game, you needed this, and then you came right back out of it and won by double digits, and it's not a problem.
Yeah, and I think that was a big game in just the entirety of our season, just changing the course. I think it was huge in letting us know that even if we were down, we could still come back and win. And personally, it boosted my confidence in the entirety of the team, and it just made me realize that I think then I knew that nobody was going to beat us. I was like, we're not going to lose.
And they came out, and weren't they the 2A state champs?
Yes, they were, yeah.
How would you guys match up with the 4A state champs? You probably beat them too, right?
I think that would be a pretty good game. Yeah, I think.
That'd be neat if they would do that.
King of the Hill.
Have 1 and 2A champs play each other, and 3 and 4A, just for the fun of it.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun, I think.
Not now, because they're not going to do it. You're done, but
Well, I know you probably heard it 1,000 times or more, but boy, it was such a special season.
Absolutely.
It was just special.
Yeah, and obviously we hate to see it end just because of the excitement and, just the way, like we said earlier, the community came together, and it was a great season, fun. And,
it really was. It was unforgettable, and something that will be remembered for hopefully beyond our lifetimes. And especially
it's on. Well, yeah, it's on YouTube, right? Did we film it? The game? We couldn't. We couldn't film it.
Well, you've already got my son's out there, Andy, and he's in Colorado, and so you've already got some fans.
Yeah.
Yes, and I know
and we'll be out for game.
So when's the big move?
So we get back from Jamaica the 7th for graduation. Like, Kaden and I are both graduating, so that was kind of fun to do, or will be fun. And then we leave So we get back late that 7th. We have to leave the 8th. A few of us in the car because we're driving my car down or over. And then I have to report the 9th, and practices and stuff start the 10th. So it's kind of like
Whoa.
yeah, great planning
Jamaica
there.
to Colorado. That's that sounds exhausting.
It's like, let me get fat in Jamaica and all-inclusive, and then try and go run it off the next week.
It would be well worth it.
You better work with your trainer a little bit on that.
Maybe she can send me some videos while I'm in Jamaica to do.
That's a good idea.
Do some beach running.
Nobody's doing that stuff when they go on vacation.
No.
I've never understood those people that want to work out.
They get up and go run.
I can't do the running on the beach. I'm like, running in general is not fun, but when you have the sand in there, it's like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's a blast.
We know you've done a lot of running on the beach.
A lot of running
Scott.
on the beach. David Hasselhoff.
Yes, I've seen the slow motion film of you.
Yes. Well, Chloe, it's been a great year for you. We've enjoyed every time you've been on the show. We're going to miss you. But is there any way that we can watch your games at Colorado State? Do they have a network, or do they YouTube it? How do they do that over there? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have like a Mountain West website where you can get on and watch like all of the games in the conference. And some games will be on like ESPN Plus and things like that, just depending on like where they're at and who we're playing and all that.
Perfect. Any, do you know the schedule for next year? Anything close around here?
I do not, but I know our coach was talking about scheduling some games, or at least a game in Illinois or around here, just because both Brooke and I will be from here, and they always like to go to the area that.
Very cool.
That'd be awesome.
The place will be packed.
Yeah.
It
With
would be
red and
pretty
green.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all going to wear our Railer gear.
Yeah, there you go. That would be perfect.
Joe, you'll buy some Colorado State gear.
I'm going to buy some this weekend. I'm going there this weekend.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, where's Colorado State at?
It's in Fort Collins, so
Fort
it's
Collins,
north of Denver.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to have some Colorado State gear when I get back.
There we go.
Joe knows some Denver people. Plummer.
Yeah. I might have Jake Plummer
Make
come
Jake
over a few
Plummer
games,
visit you?
All right.
You know Jake?
No. Your dad knows Jake Plummer, quarterback.
I don't even know if he's old enough.
Oh, yeah. He knows.
I'm just checking on you.
Well, Chloe, once again, thank you. It's been a joy. Enjoy your IBCA banquet. It's very long, and the food is fantastic.
That's good. Wait, are you being sarcastic?
A little bit. But no, it is an honor, though, because, I mean, there's going to be a gym full of basketball people that have been doing it for 30, 40, 50 years, and you know they're diehard basketball people. You'll get to hang out with Merez Johnson. He's the boys, and going to Illinois. That's exciting.
Yeah.
But it's a big honor to even be in that gymnasium, in that banquet, just because of all the history. And there is a lot of history there, and they'll tell you about it. And but it's great, and it's pretty neat. I've been to a few of them, and it's fun.
Well, yeah, I'm excited just to, like you said, be in that realm of basketball fanatics and basketball.
And it is. They're diehard, and they honor coaches from junior high to high school, and there's all different things, but the highlight of the night is when they announce you and Merez, and they know you guys are the cream of the crop, and you get to stand up there and let them cheer you on and enjoy it. So you earned it.
Well, thank you.
A lot of hard work paid off, and keep it going.
Thanks for having me.
Mr. Basketball has reached out to you then?
Yes, I believe so on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so
very cool.
Don't ask what they say, because I'm not sure. But
it's okay. Doesn't matter.
All right. Well, congratulations and good luck at Colorado State.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on today.
All right.
It's been special.
It has. And we're overtime.
Yep, so we're making money now.
Making money. We'll just keep it right here. Well, that's going to do it for us today here on the Cheap Seats. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you next week.
Good day.
Live video streaming of this event is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.